Good morning, class. Happy Friday. Happy Fun Friday. Now, this week, so that Mr. Woody and I could stay on track, we gave you a science and social studies assignment. So today, we're going to back off a little bit on the reading test. We're not going to do the reading essay today, and we're going to do just the first story for our reading test today. So if you're looking at your reading, and there's only one video there rather than three, it's because we're going to shorten it up this week a little bit, and we're just going to take the first one. Swimming to Survive is the title of it. It's got a great picture down here. No caption with this one, but it gives you a great idea where these whales go. All right, let's read. If you could walk 4 miles in 1 hour, how many hours would it take you to walk 100 miles? You would have to walk 25 hours. 100 divided by 4 is 25. It's like $1 divided by 4, 4 quarters, 25 cents. Did you know that when humpback whales migrate, they travel 100 miles at this speed without stopping? Some humpback whales migrate from Central America to Antarctica without stopping. That's over 5,000 miles. I couldn't imagine going for 5,000 miles without stopping. Other humpbacks travel from Hawaii to Alaska, a distance of 3,000 miles. Whales live in all of Earth's oceans. Each group has its own migration route. The map below shows routes taken by humpbacks in the North Pacific Ocean, from north to south. Why do humpbacks and other whales make this incredible journey? Whales spend the cold winters of months in the warm water. Here they have babies called calves. As summer approaches, the whales head to cooler waters. There they feast on millions of tiny fish and shrimp called krill. Krill thrive in the icy waters near the Arctic and Antarctic. So up here for the summer, down here for the winter. If the whales remain in the warmer water year-round, they would not have enough to eat. One whale needs as much as 3,000 pounds of food in a day. Hey, I go out for a quarter-pound hamburger, and that's enough. 3,000 pounds of food. In fact, the whales fatten up on krill before leaving the cold waters. They eat very little on their long migration to warmer waters. Instead, they often live off of fat stored in their bodies. So they get all bulked up, kind of like the bears do when they hibernate for the winter, and the whales then swim for long distance, and they have the energy from their stored. How do whales know their migration routes? Scientists are not sure, how the whales know which direction to head. Perhaps they learn the route by traveling with other whales. Protecting the whales. Years ago, whales were killed for their blubber, or fat, and their meat. Most of the hunters were unaware of the effect on the whale populations. In the North Pacific, only about 1,400 humpbacks remained in 1966. To preserve humpbacks, the whales were listed on the endangered species, which means you can't kill them. It was illegal to kill a humpback whale. This has caused the numbers of whales to increase greatly. Today, 21,000 humpbacks live in the North Pacific. As a precaution, humpbacks are still listed as endangered. Amazing creatures. Adult humpback females are about 60 feet long. Males are a little smaller. These whales are mostly gray. However, they have white markings on their bellies and their undersides of their fins. These markings are one of a kind of like humans' fingerprints. Scientists use these markings to follow specific whales as they migrate. Humpbacks are famous for jumping out of the water. They also slap the water with their fins, tails, or head to create tremendous splash. Why do they jump? Maybe it's a way to communicate with other whales or to attract a mate. Maybe it's just for fun. If I was 60 feet long and I was as strong as a humpback whale, I think I'd jump out of the water and slap the water just to show off how awesome, cool, and exciting that would be. All right, now pull out your answer key. We're going to take the first 10. Go ahead and put 1x through the bottom. We're not going to do the second story today, just the first story. All right, let's take a look at our different questions today as they pertain to our 4 objectives that we studied this week. What is the main idea of the article? So if you had to say, what was the one thing about that it kept coming back to in this article over and over and over and over again? Obviously, it was about the humpback whales. Let's find out what. Migration helps whales survive. Whales travel thousands of miles. We must save humpback whales. Whales must swim in order to survive. Which one was the whole article about? I'm going to go back to the heading. Swimming to survive. If you could walk for a minute. Whales live on Earth. How do women increase their journey? Boy, oh boy. Migration helps whales survive. I think almost every paragraph was about that one. Now, whales must swim in order to survive. Sounds a lot like this one. But remember, the story was about migration. What they get up north, they eat lots and lots and lots of krill. What they do down south, they have their babies. So this migration helps them. So I'm going to choose A for the first one. I know, it's the second quarter. I'm not supposed to be giving you so much answers. I'll try to let you do more. Read the sentence from the article. Scientists are unsure how the whales know which direction to head. If sure means certain, what does unsure mean? Not to be certain. I'm sorry, needing to be certain, wanting to be certain, certain again, or not certain. Reread if you have to. I wrote some notes in there when we came to that one. Number 3. Which is the best summary of the entire article? So if you were going to go and tell your mom, hey, I just read this article, here's what it's all about, which one sounds the best? Whales were once hunted and killed, but now it's illegal to kill them. I'd say that was a summary of one paragraph. Whales migrate each year because they like the warm water. Whales travel slowly, but they migrate thousands of miles. Whales migrate to find food and to have babies. All right, well, obviously C and A are out. Now, which one of these two sounds better? And I think it might help you with what we talked about in number 1. Number 4. Read the sentence from the article. To preserve humpbacks, the whales are listed on the endangered species. The prefix "in" means to cause to be in. The root word and the prefix of endangered tell you that the whales were avoided, feared, scared, or threatened. Prefix is "in" and the root word is danger. To cause or to be in danger. Number 5. Why do whales migrate to warmer waters? Now I'm going to make sure, because I know it's either to have babies or to eat lots of krill. What was it? From north to south, why do humpbacks and other whales increase in journey? Whales spend colder winter months in water. Here, whales spend cold winter months in warm water. Here they have babies called cats. On summer approaches, the whales head to cooler waters. So warmer waters to have what? See how I reread to find out the answer to that one. Okay, number 6. Read this sentence from the article. Most of the hunters were unaware of their effect on the whale population. If aware means knowing something, what does unaware mean? So aware means to know something. Unaware would mean knowing something before it's done, knowing something after it's done, not knowing something, or not knowing everything. Number 7. What is the main idea of the first paragraph on 97? First paragraph. Now just the first paragraph, so ignore everything else in the story. If you could walk 4 miles in 1 hour, how many hours would it take you to walk 100 miles? If you had to walk, you would walk 25 hours. Did you know that humpback whales migrate? They travel 100 miles at this speed without stopping. Some humpback whales migrate from Central America to Antarctica without stopping. This covers 5,000 miles. Other humpbacks travel from Hawaii to Alaska, the distance about 3,000 miles. All right, So we're trying to find the main idea. What was that whole paragraph about? Whales travel long distance. Whales must migrate to stay alive. Whales swim about 4 miles an hour. Whales migrate to Alaska, Hawaii, and Costa Rica. Now I know that one was not even in the paragraph, so that one's obviously not the answer. Whales swim about 4 miles an hour. Is that the main idea, what the author wanted you to understand about that? No. Okay, good. We've narrowed it down to A or B there. Okay? Was it about them staying alive, or was it about traveling long distance? Reread it if you need to. Read the sentence from the article. To preserve humpback, the whales were listed on the endangered species. It is illegal to kill a humpback whale. Which definition means the opposite of illegal? So first of all, think about what illegal is. It is illegal for me to steal somebody's car. That would be breaking the law. Now I'm looking for the opposite of breaking the law. Against the law, according to the law, above the law. Number 9. How does migrating to cold water affect the whale's population? It lets them cool off. It helps them stay fit. It helps them lose weight. It provides food they need. I'm going back to that one because it is not to stay fit. As summer approaches, the whales head to colder water. There they feast on millions of tiny fish and shrimp called krill. All right, so that one's pretty obvious on which one it should be for number 9. And the last one that we're going to do today, happy Friday, read the following sentence from the article. As a precaution, humpbacks are still listed as endangered. If caution means a warning about a problem, what does precaution mean? Pre. Warning about a problem again, in favor of warning about a problem, a warning before a problem happens, being against warning about problems. Okay. I'm going to get rid of 2 there that I thought were a little confusing. A warning about a problem again, or a warning before a problem happens are your choices. Double, triple, quadruple check that your name's on there. If you want to read about these fireworms, they're pretty cool. An exciting story, but you do not have to, and we are not taking the essay or the second questions. This is it for today. Just those top 10. Enjoy your rest of your day, especially that social studies. That's a very exciting day. All right. God bless your day. We'll talk to you soon.